meant to record what already exists. Rivers, cities, borders, fixed, defined, certain. They capture the world as it is, or as it was. But what happens when a map shows something that hasn't happened yet? This is Shadows of History. An old map surfaced with disturbing accuracy. Not of the past, not of the present, but of events that would occur centuries later. At first, it was dismissed as coincidence, a curiosity, an anomaly, something interesting, but explainable. Then the patterns began to emerge, and the predictions started coming true. The map is believed to originate from a forgotten archive, a collection of documents long neglected, misfiled, overlooked, almost erased. Its creator remains unknown. No signature, no record of authorship, no explanation, only markings. Symbols layered carefully across coastlines and inland regions. At the time the map was created, many of these places did not exist. Entire cities were marked where only empty land stood. No foundations, no settlements, nothing. And yet, decades later, those cities appeared, built exactly where the markings had indicated. Trade routes aligned with the lines drawn across the map, paths that would not be established for generations. Borders shifted, not gradually, not approximately, but precisely, exactly as the map had shown. After wars that had not yet happened, after conflicts no one could have predicted. This was not approximation. This was not interpretation. The map was not guessing. It was recording. And then something even more unsettling was discovered. Certain regions had been deliberately left blank. No markings, no symbols, no indication of importance. At first, this was ignored, considered incomplete, unfinished. But over time, those blank regions became something else. Places of collapse, disappearance, erasure, cities that vanished, settlements abandoned, entire areas that history struggled to explain. It was not what the map showed that disturbed scholars, but what it avoided, as if the absence of information was intentional, as if some outcomes were never meant to be recorded. Theories began to form. Some believed the map was created by an advanced observer, someone with access to knowledge beyond their time, a traveler, a witness, recording events before they occurred. Others suggested something far stranger, that the map was not predictive, but recursive, that it was not showing the future, but remembering it, documenting outcomes from a cycle already lived. A loop, a repetition, history unfolding again and again. A more troubling theory emerged, that the map was not a record, not a prediction, but a warning, not of what will happen, Because every marked event occurred, every line drawn became real without exception. If the future can be mapped, then what does that mean? Is it already decided? Fixed? Like the lines on the page? Or does the map exist because someone, somewhere, already made the choices, already lived the outcome? Perhaps the future is not written. Perhaps it is remembered. The map still exists, hidden, restricted, studied quietly. Its final markings remain unexplained, unresolved, waiting. Because the last section of the map has not yet aligned with reality. Not fully, not yet. And when it does, there will be no interpretation left, no doubt, only confirmation. Some who studied the map too closely began to change. Not suddenly, not visibly, but subtly. They stopped speculating, stopped questioning, as if they had reached a conclusion. They refused to share. A few claimed the map does not show everything, that some markings are only visible at certain times, under certain conditions, as if the map itself is still updating, still recording, still watching. If that is true, then the future is not approaching. It is already there, waiting to be revealed. The question is simple. If you had the chance to see what comes next, would you look, or would you leave the map closed?